Muse for you, awesome websites without code.
Hey, what's up musers? John with Muse for you, here to help you build awesome websites without code. And the next widget in the complete video widget that we're going to go over is the video player widget. So with this widget, you can choose a 16:9 or a 4:3 aspect ratio for the video player. This is a great video player for your self-hosted video. You can choose from 2 different themes and set the colors for the themes. The Add First widget must be placed at the top of the page before beginning. So here we have the video player. So if I click the play button, we have the video play, and we have all the playback controls and the volume controls as well. Okay, I can set the speed of the video. Here we have the playback rate. I can say 1, 1.5, 2, and 0.5 to make it slower. I can go into full screen mode, and it looks good. So this is one theme, and we can change the colors for the play button and the progress bar. And then we have the second theme, which is more of a minimal theme with a play button and the progress bar there as well. I can go into full screen mode, and perfect. And I can seek, and looks good. I can pause and play, and perfect. All right, so I'll go ahead and go into Adobe Muse and showcase how to use the video player within the complete video widget. So when you first download the widget, whether you purchased individually or from the subscription, you'll get a zip file. So you'll want to extract the zip file, and within the folder that's extracted, there's a folder called Video Player. So you can double click into that folder, and in that folder, there's a .mulip file. So you simply double click on that .mulip file, and it will install directly into the library panel within Adobe Muse. And to the right, we have the library panel. And if you don't see the library panel, you can go to Window and click on Library. Okay, so I'll go into the library panel here to the right, and in the search, I'll type in CVW, and that's the abbreviation for the complete video widget, and it just makes it really easy to find the complete video widgets within the library panel. So here we have the widgets. We have the complete video widget full screen, the complete video widget video banner, and the complete video widget video player. So with the video player, we have the CVW Add First video player, then we have theme 1 and theme 2. So I'll go ahead and place the Add First at the top of the page before beginning. So here I'll click, hold, and drag, place into Adobe Muse. And then I'll bring in the video player theme 1. So here I'll click, hold, and drag, and place into Adobe Muse. Perfect. All right. So when you first add the widget, we have this nice video guide here that just talks a bit more about self-hosted video and the widget. So here it says add a poster image and at least a .mp4 video. Most browsers support .mp4 video. The video will play locally in Google Chrome and Firefox and will play on all of the browsers once uploaded to a live server. The video will loop once it is on a live server. Recommended size for self-hosted video is 4 to 8 megabytes. With a video player, you can have a video that's a bit larger, but again, I wouldn't recommend adding really large videos just because even uploading to your server will take a long time. And to me, Muse is more for simple and elegant websites, so you don't want to kind of bombard it with these really large videos. All right, so I'll go ahead and open the widget options. So the first section here is the instance number. So each new video player will want a unique instance number. All right, so you can change the instance number there. And then we have the video section. So this is where you'll add your video file. So you can select an MP4 file. Most browsers support .mp4 video. So in most cases, you'll just have to add a .mp4 video. You can select a .webm file for fallback support on browsers that don't support .mp4. But again, most browsers do support .mp4, so in most cases, you'll just need a .mp4 video. You will want to add a poster image so that a poster image shows before the user clicks on the play button. So I'll go ahead and add an MP4 file. So I'll click Add File, and I'll add the Muse for You opener here. And for the poster image, I'll click Add File, and I'll add the poster image. So here we have the aspect ratio. So this is a really important part. If you know your video is a 16:9 aspect ratio, you can just leave it here at 16:9. Most videos are 16:9, but there are cases when the video is a 4:3 aspect ratio. And you can also set none to resize the video player, the widget container for the video player to any size you'd like. So for now, I'm going to leave it at 16 by 9 aspect ratio. Yeah, the 16 by 9 aspect ratio. And I'll go ahead and preview in the browser. And I'll click play. And there we have the video. So if I were to resize the browser, we can see it's not resizing. So within Adobe Muse, to make the video player responsive, you can click on the video player. Then in the resize option in the upper toolbar, you can say responsive width and height. And I'll go ahead and preview, and I'll resize, and we can see the video is responsive in width and height. Looks good. So I'm going to add an element below the video player just to demonstrate the difference between responsive width and height. I'm going to hide this video player right up here, just so we can just see the responsiveness of these two elements. Okay, so I'll just place the element there, and I'll set this element to responsive width and height as well. And I'll go ahead and preview, and I'll resize, and we can see that this element is resizing relative to the video player, and it's moving as the video player changes size as well. If I were to set the video player to responsive width, there would be a big gap between this element and the video player. So I'll go ahead and preview, and if I resize, we can see we have this large gap between the video player and this element. So you'll just want to be aware of that when working with the video player, that the responsive width, if it's set to responsive width, the elements won't resize relative to the video player, but if it is responsive width and height, the elements will move relative to the video player. So again, yeah, I selected responsive width and height. Okay, so I'll preview, and perfect, looks good. So I'll place it really close just to showcase it a bit better, and it looks good. Nice. Okay, so I'll keep working with the video player, so I'll open the widget options. Let's say we had a 4x3 video. I'll select 4x3 here, and we're going to notice what happens. So the widget container changes size, so it automatically changes size to fit that 4x3 aspect ratio. So you have a good reference when working with the video player in Muse. You'll know the exact size that it's taking up within the website. So I'll preview, and we notice we have black bars at the top and the bottom of the video player because this video is a 16 by 9 video, has a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. Okay, and just to demonstrate this a bit more, if I were to make the widget container wider, the video container would resize at a 16 by 9 aspect ratio, or at a 4x3 aspect ratio. If I were to set this to 16 by 9, we'll have some space here at the bottom. I can just move the widget container up to get rid of that extra space, and now we have a 16 by 9 video player, and the widget container is also a 16 by 9 ratio, and will always stay that ratio so that you have a good reference when working with the video player within Muse. Okay, if I were to say none for the aspect ratio, I can make the widget container any size I'd like, but we'd have black bars around the video at the bottom and the top of the video. So you'll just want to be aware of that. If you did have some aspect ratio that wasn't 16 by 9 and 4 by 3, you could just look up the width and height of that aspect ratio, either by calculating it and knowing the exact width and height, and then setting that width and height within Muse, so you wouldn't have any black bars for your video that has its own custom aspect ratio. All right, so I'll continue with the options. I'll set it to 16 by 9 because I know that's the aspect ratio for my video, and I'll just resize there. All right, so I'll go into the other options. So here we have the options for the video player. So for the preload, we can say auto, metadata, and none. Auto will preload the entire video. Metadata will just preload the metadata for the video, and none won't preload the video. So we can leave it at auto, so the video will just load as the website loads, and when the user plays, most of the video will be loaded. Okay, so there's the preload. We can enable or disable controls. We can autoplay the video. We can loop the video. We can mute the audio for the video. We can play the video in line on tablet and mobile, so the video won't go into full screen mode when viewing on a tablet or mobile device. It'll play right on the page. And you can enable an on-ended URL action, so when the video finishes playing, you can send the user to a specific URL. All right, so those are the options there. And then we have the play button. So you can customize the background color of the play button, the play button opacity, the play button hover background color, the play button hover opacity, the play button size, and the play button border radius. So if I were to say 0 for the border radius, we'd have a square button for the video player. Okay, so there we have a square button. Looks good. So I could change the colors as well. Let me add a few colors from my CC libraries. I'll add this one, this green color, and I'll go ahead and change the color for the video player. And I'll make the play button size a bit larger. So I'll set the EM value to 4.5, just to make it a bit larger. And I'll preview, and there we have the play button. Looks good. And I can also change the color for the loader and the loader opacity. And I can change the control bar color as well. So I could change it to that same green color we changed the play button to, and the progress bar color as well. If I did want the control bar to show the control bar color, I will set the opacity to greater than 0. So I'll say 1, and we'll see how that looks. So I would want to change the progress bar color, so I'll leave it at purple. And you can change the color for the buttons and the button size. So let's make the button size a bit larger. You don't want to make it too large because they'll overlap the control bar and the progress bar. So I'll go ahead and preview, and I'll click play. So there we have the control bar color and the progress bar color. And the icons are a bit larger. You can also change the color of the icons. So I'll go to the control bar and change the color of the icons as well. All right, so it's very customizable. You can have a really nice video player for your website. All right, looks good. Perfect. All right, so those are the options for the video player. There's a few references here as well within the widget. If you did want the video guide again, you would just have to delete the poster image to see the video guide. So here it tells you a bit more about self-hosted video and adding video to the widget. All right, so I'll go ahead and add the poster image again, and I'll just showcase how to resize the video player across different breakpoints. So I'll add a breakpoint here, add a 600 breakpoint, and on each breakpoint, you can resize the video player to any size you'd like. All right, looks good. So you can customize the size of the video player across breakpoints. All right, and I'll preview. So as I resize, we can see the video player changes size. Looks good. And I can set the responsive option to responsive width and height for each breakpoint. All right, looks good. Perfect. All right, so that's the video player. It's very customizable and looks good. You can seek and loop once it's uploaded to a live server. So I'll go ahead and showcase the video player on my iPhone 8 Plus. So here I'll click the play button, and there we have the video player. I can go into full screen mode, and I can close full screen. I can change the playback rate by clicking here, and looks good. I can pause and play, and perfect. All right, so that's the video player on iPhone 8 Plus. And then we have the second theme, which is similar. It's just a different theme. I can click the play button, go into full screen mode, and it looks good. All right, so that is the video player within the complete video widget. I'll go ahead and add the second theme. So I'll go into the library panel here to the right. Again, I'll type in CVW, and I'll bring in the video player theme 2. So here I'll click, hold, and drag, place into Adobe Muse, and just resize the widget container a bit to make it a bit larger. And I'll go ahead and add video. So I'll click here, and I'll add the Muse for You opener. And perfect. So with this one, you can customize the play button color, the loader color and opacity, and the control bar color and the progress bar color. All right, so I'll go ahead and preview. So here we have the video player. It's just a more minimal video player. So here I can click the play button. I can go into full screen mode. Looks good. I can change the volume. I can mute the audio, or unmute, change the volume here as well. Pause and play. Looks good. All right, and if I did want to add a color for the control bar, I'll just set the opacity to 1 or something greater than 0. And then if I preview and I play, we have this color here for the progress bar or the control bar. And I'll change the progress bar color as well. So the progress bar color, I'll change it to this green. and I'll preview and play. And there we have the video player. All right, looks good. So that's it for the video player within the complete video widget. It's a really great video player for your self-hosted video. You can choose a 16:9 aspect ratio, a 4:3 aspect ratio, or a custom aspect ratio for your video. Looks good, and you can set it to responsive width or responsive width and height. And you can customize the play button, the loader, and the control bar for both themes, and a few different options as well. All right, so that's it for the video player within the complete video widget. To get access to the complete video widget, you simply go to museforyoushop.com, and here you can click subscribe today, and here you can click subscribe now to get access to all widgets and templates I come out with for $39 a year. The complete video is right here, and here you can click add to cart to purchase individually, or again you can click subscribe to get access to all widgets and any new widgets I come out with for $39 a year. Here's a description of the complete video widget. The community section, if you had any questions about the widget, this video will be right here as well, and a few of the widget options from the complete video widget, and the preview page for all the widgets within the complete video widget. Okay, so that's it for this video tutorial. Again, I do this to help you build awesome websites without code. If you like this video tutorial, you can subscribe below. Also in the show more section below are links to other resources and links to museforyoushop.com. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video tutorial. Thank you.
Muse for you, awesome websites without code.